What is going on, guys? Tadashi Screams here. Before I get into this, I want to say real quick, if I sound really sick today, it is because I am. My nose is like really stuffed up and stuff, but I really wanted to make a video, so, I just decided screw it. I did enjoy, I enjoyed a lot doing that last video I did, the story video. I'd love for you guys to check it out. And so I decided I'd go ahead and do another. It took me a while, but it turns out there was more than one interesting story about me. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little background on this. A while back, I was working as a barista in a little tea cafe kind of deal, smoothies and so on and so forth. And so one day, this guy came in here, who is now a very good friend of mine. He came in, and he asked my coworker, my who what my number was. He was gay at the time, and I guess he thought I was attractive or something. Um, I said gay at the time. He's gay. He's straight up gay. He asked my number. And my coworker came to me and she was like, "Hey, this guy wants your number." And I was like, no. And so he didn't get it that day, but another day he came in there and I was working alone and he came up and he was like, "Hey, can I get your number?" I'm like, "You know what? Here, you can have my number just so you know I'm not gay, but I mean if you want to hang out sometime then well, anyways, yeah." So we started hanging out. He introduced me to some of his other friends. And they ended up becoming very good friends of mine, and we got to the point where we would hang out literally like every day. Around the beginning of summer, I think it was, is when we all kind of got together, and we were gonna go on a trip. We kept on talking about going on a trip. We were all gonna kind of like save up and go out to like I don't know someplace in Texas or something, because we're all pretty poor and we were all working minimum wage jobs, so we were trying to save up to go to like San Antonio, I think it is, and basically, Jet he was the ringleader of this all, the guy who originally introduced me, and he was like, if any of you guys went to Texas without the entire group of friends here, without our entire squad or whatever, bad juju, bad luck, and I, not being superstitious, I was like, there's no such thing as luck. There's no such thing as bad juju or good juju or any of that stuff. I'm not superstitious. And he was like, "You have been warned." And sure enough, this was not actually in my plans. We were planning on going as just a group, but it kind of fell through. Work. There was a lot of work going on at the time. I was paying for car insurance and so on. So were they, and so we really couldn't scrounge up that much money to take a weekend to go out there. And so one night after I got off work, and guys, what I'm about to tell y'all, it's going to sound so stupid, and I just want y'all to fully understand. I'm aware that my actions this night were absolutely stupid, and I do not know what compelled me to do any of what I did this night. Anyways, one of the people he introduced me to is my current girlfriend, and I had a pretty big crush on her at the time. So I called her up. I think I got off work at like midnight. It was a weekend, so I was working late. And I called her up and was like, "Hey, I know this is totally out of the blue, but do you want to drive to the Texas border and back tonight?" Now, Texas border, I think, is about 3 hours away from us, maybe 4. And I don't know why I decided this was going to work, but she said yes. So instead of going home, I drove to her house and picked her up. And we went to a gas station, bought a bunch of like Cheetos and drinks and crap, and we started our trip out to the Texas border. Now we weren't gonna like stay the night or anything. We were literally just going to drive to the sign when you're entering the state. It's like "Welcome to Texas" or whatever, and then we were gonna drive back. And it was all going great. We were listening to music, we were having a good time. I was going places. My crush was coming true. Everything was perfect. And as we're driving, a song comes on, and I'm not going to tell the song because I don't know enough about the YouTube copyright system, and I don't want to risk it. I'm pretty sure it would have fallen under fair use if I said it, but I'm not going to take the risk. So Colin comes on, and going back a little bit, that night I had collected all my tips for the week, and I had like $50 in ones in a stack. And so when this song comes on, I reach into my glove box and I pull this stack of ones out. And being the dumbass I am, or maybe a smartass, I'm not sure what category this falls under, but I took the stack of ones and I began throwing them at her like a stripper, one at a time. Now, of course, you might be wondering right now, but Micah, weren't you driving? And the answer is yes, I was driving. I was driving very fast on the interstate, about 80 miles per hour. And so, throwing this stack of ones, I've got the wheel tucked in between my knees, and I'm driving like that. Now I've had my eyes off of the road for probably 30 seconds or so. And I mean, I don't think I even realized it at the time, but it only took a moment for me to realize after my wheel dipped off the shoulder and into the ditch. And crazy enough, so, long story short, the car went crazy out of control. It started to go doing like spins on the highway and stuff. I overcorrected. I ended up hitting a cable median, and it wrapped around my car. The entire median just wrapped around my car. Looking around, we realized something. We had just passed the Texas border when it went out of control. Now, like I said, I'm not superstitious, but this was no coincidence. There was a greater power that was upset with me for going to Texas without our group of friends. And so, I mean, I undid the cable median, and we drove right back to Texas. Just wait for it. Wait for it. This is the damage. Yeah, it's not pretty. Anyways, so yeah, we drove all the way back. We had a good laugh. It was, even though I wrecked my brand new 2013 Chevrolet Cruze LT, what have you, so on and so forth. And even though I completely totaled my brand new car, I had a really good time. And because of this night, I think it's a large part of the reason why I am currently dating my girlfriend. And I love her very much. And that was a very good night. Even though I destroyed my car, somehow I think the most important thing to me at the time was she was safe, I was safe, no one got hurt. And so, I mean, really, the car, it didn't matter. But anyways, that's the story of the time that I had a run-in with fate or luck or juju or whatever it is you guys want to call it. I'm not sure what I call it. I'm gonna go with fate. Anyways, I thought it was funny because, I mean, we had literally just passed the Texas border. So crazy shit, man. Anyways, guys, thank y'all so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, I'd love a like, comment, subscribe. Go in the comments. Go ahead and tell me what you guys want me to do, what y'all want me to play, what y'all want me to talk about. And I'd really love the support. Anyways, thanks for watching, and have a good day.